Two snakes. Now, who can remember the two snakes at the park? Exam time.
It's a cobra.
The taipan?
No.
No, the two names. Two Aboriginal names.
Yeah, the poisonous one.
Poisonous and non-poisonous.
Liru, the poisonous snake, Kunya, the python snake. All right, now,
Only one snake.
basically a young Kunya python snake had upset a group of Liru poisonous snake men out there in the bush out there, way out. And he ran away from them. And he ran over to Uluru, and onto the other side of Uluru, where they cornered him in a location and they threw all of their spears at him. Now, one of the spears got the little fella, he wiggled away and he died. Now, when his auntie, the old woman python, found out about this, now Minma is the word for a woman, Wati is the word for a man. So Minma Kunya found out her young nephew had been killed. She was furious, she wanted to know why. So she came around from that corner of the rock, she came around here. Have a look up there on the rock, you'll see the shape of her up there. See the shape of a snake up there? Yeah. She came around, she come up to that top bit up there and she confronted Liru up there and she said, "Hey, what happened to my nephew? Why was he killed?" And Liru started giving her a mouthful of lip. Well, she wasn't putting up with it. She picked up her wanna, her digging stick, and she cracked him on the head with it to inflict what the Aboriginal people call a sorry cut. Now, sorry cuts are still done today. If something goes wrong in a community and you think you could have helped as an Aboriginal person and you didn't, often a time you'll see a woman pick up a rock and she'll hit herself over the head with it until she bleeds. A man will cut himself across the chest or on the arm. That blood loss or fluid loss is the bad feeling or the bad emotion being allowed to leave the body. Has anybody seen that movie, Rabbit Proof Fence?
Yeah.
Okay. In that movie, when the girls are taken away by the police, you see that old woman sitting there banging herself over the head with a rock. That's that exact process. So once she'd inflicted that cut on his head, she figured that he'd be more cooperative. Nope, worked the opposite way. He became even more mouthy and she got really angry. She picked up that digging stick again, she smashed it into the ground, a big plume of sand came up, she spat poisonous phlegm at Wati Liru through the sand and then smashed him over the head a second time, killing him. Now the moral to the story is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And that's very much how traditional Aboriginal culture used to be. If you did something to me or mine that was not justified, I had every right to do something to you or yours at the end of the end of the tour. At the end of the tour, you two are going to be like the exam time.
I'm giving it to her now.
So you know that's basically what happened. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So she came to take revenge for the death of her nephew, who was only a young fella, should never have been killed the way he was, or it shouldn't have been punished the way he was. Should have been a slap on the wrist. Naughty boy, don't do that again. Instead, they killed him. So she came to take revenge for that death. All right, now we're going to get